In the previous classes we have derived Maxwell equation, and with the help of Maxwell equation we have calculated some thermodynamic property like internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, etc. And we derive an expression which represent these property in terms of some measurable quantities such as temperature, pressure and volume. Now in this class we will study Clapeyron equation. Clapeyron equation. This equation is used when a system undergo a phase change process. It may be a solid to liquid phase change, solid to gas, solid to gas, or gas to liquid, or liquid to gas, whatever may be the phase change process. So in this equation we determine the change in enthalpy when a process undergo a phase change process. So it may be a enthalpy of vaporization, or enthalpy of fusion, or enthalpy of crystallization, or whatever may be. It means when a system undergo a phase change process, so what will be the change in enthalpy. So in all that case we use Clapeyron equation to calculate this phase change process. So to start this equation we consider third Maxwell equation. And what was third Maxwell equation? It's del P by del T at constant volume is equal to the change in entropy del S by del V at constant temperature. Let's say this is equation 1. Now to initiate this derivation, firstly we assume we have a single component system. So let us consider a single component system. Single component system means it means we have the substance is in pure form. For example, water, it is pure water. It undergo a phase change process from liquid water to vapor. So we do not have any impurity. So to derive this equation we assume a phase change process in which a liquid is changing its phase from liquid to gas. Now we know the phase change occur at saturation pressure, isn't it? Phase change occur at saturation pressure, which is depend on temperature and independent of specific volume. The phase change process occur at a saturation process, which is a function of temperature only, and it is independent of specific volume. It means we can write the phase change process occur at a pressure, and that pressure is equal to saturation pressure, and which is a function of temperature only, and that temperature is saturation temperature. So pressure is function of temperature, and that pressure is saturation pressure, and which is a function of saturation temperature. So in this equation we are using partial derivation of pressure, which is function of temperature only and it is independent of volume. So we can convert this partial derivative into a total derivative because it is independent of volume. Because this pressure, the saturation pressure is independent of specific volume, so this partial derivative can be converted into total derivative. That derivative will be equal to dp by dt at constant temperature. Now what is this derivative? If we I will explain this on a phase change diagram. So let us consider we have a phase change diagram between P and T, pressure and temperature. So the phase change diagram will be like this one. So here we have solid, here we have total liquid, and this one will be the vapor. This region indicate vapor. This one will be the triple point in which all three phases coexist. So this dp by dt will be the slope of this line. Let us consider the slope of line, this one, dp by dt pt. So what this dp by dt indicate? It indicate the slope of the line. So this dp by dt. dp saturation, dp by dt saturation. So dp by dt saturation is the slope of that line. Now the phase change process occur at constant temperature and pressure for a particular situations. Because it's independent on specific volume, it's only depend upon temperature. So phase change occur at a particular temperature, have a particular pressure or a saturation pressure. So this phase change process occur at constant temperature and pressure. So this dp by dt will be constant, isn't it? So this will be constant, and this will be the slope of the line. This will be slope of the line. So if we integrate equation 1, this one was equation 1, in that case this quantity is constant because the phase change process occur at constant temperature and pressure. The temperature is boiling point of the liquid, and the pressure is the saturation pressure. So this quantity is constant. So if we integrate this equation 1, so for this isothermal process, vapor liquid, the integration of equation 1 will be in that case we are assuming the phase change process occurs from a liquid phase to a gas phase. So if you integrate integrate this equation, so this is entropy and this one is volume. So if I indicate Sg and Sf, is Sg is gas phase, F is liquid phase. I will write first Sg minus Sf will be equal to dP by dt saturation Vg minus Vf. So I am integrating this equation. This quantity is constant. dV take on the left hand side and then integrate. So integration of dV will be V, and if you put initial and final value, then Vg minus VL. So the system is changing from gas phase, liquid phase to gas phase. F is fluid, means liquid phase, this, and final gas. So final phase minus initial phase, gas phase to liquid phase, this one. Similarly, if you integrate the term volume, then final volume is Vg and initial volume is Vf. Vg is volume of gas phase minus volume of liquid phase. So let's say this is equation 2. Now we know the change in enthalpy is TdS plus VdP. Now the pressure is constant, and that constant pressure is the saturation pressure of the liquid. So this dP will be 0. If pressure is constant, then derivation of pressure will be 0. So this equation will reduce to